Yeah. First of all, with this poem, I just first of all want to thank God for being able to write this, and secondly, I want to thank those people who are like the pillars in my life, who I watch day in day out, and they inspire me in very different ways. And my last poem, which I haven't really shared with anyone, I think was my best, and it was due to someone, people important to me, and from that, and from the things I watch, and from the things I listen to, Connect Group, I would advise everyone to go to one Connect Group because what we're doing there is somehow is very mind blowing. And it's so funny that whatever we kind of discuss about in Connect Group, we say, on Sunday or on Friday, Pastor touched on it. And it's like our minds are just connected. Yeah. So basically, this first poem is called Decision Time. And it was by a video I watched. And the video was talking about just the way we think, life in general. And hopefully you'll be blessed by this very first one. Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit nerve-wracking to be here, though, so just bear with me. Life. Life in itself. Life at the fullest. Understanding the allegory of life. Just like a rose with countless petals, we dig deep to uncover the true essence of this rose. Whilst we unpluck each petal, let alone we unable to get to the core of this rose, let alone understand what this very rose is all about. Just like life itself. No one, and I mean no one can understand or fully grasp the full essence of life. It's an ongoing process. On this road called life, on that highway, and you look left or right, but we always look for the right way to exit. From your kind of way, probably to a bright way. But we could not afford to take those bets. Just like a Russian roulette. Do anyone know of it? There is always that fear to place a bet on the odds of life. But, unfortunately or fortunately, you only get one bite of this cherry called life. You only get one chance at life. You only had one chance to use yesterday and not waste it. You only have one chance to make the most of the day today. You will never get this day back. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Look at the clock. It's always ticking. That bet that I mentioned, that very bet, a metaphor for all the opportunities and risk that comes your way. But as humans, I can see, we are afraid of losses. We feel losses more than we feel gains. Maybe a reason why we have not been so ungrateful to the simple things in life. Maybe a reason why we're still where we are. Just like a stagnant water. After a while, you all know, it becomes stale and it stinks. And thus, putting you in a state of mind, creating some train of thoughts, just like this. Sometimes you might be in that kind of state, saying, cost be that cost. That cost me to be here. But the very cost of that cost has been you. this might be hard to swallow. The laws or the principle you follow is so shallow. It can't even give you a slice of confidence to make that very decision. Even for a fact, you all rest on negligence. It's no coincidence that your intelligence fails you every time you want to make that very decision. But we all say, we want to see through him in any situation. But to have the precedence to see through him, we have to be in him. For us to be in him, we have to do his will. Because it's only apparent for a parent to want their child to do his will. Sometimes I think it's a bit appalling why we adults think differently. Look at your kids, for example. What do you want them to do? Then I say to you, life is too short to waste a single moment. That is why I go back on his words. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. With his word, I word out every screenplay of my decision. My life is then long enough to live out God's purpose. With these, I will have good success. Just like the promises in Joshua 1:8. On your decisions, what frames your thinking? Or which word backs your very decision? Thank you very much for the first time. Wow, it's still a bit frightening to be here. This very second one is a poem I wrote last year, actually. I actually dedicated it to my mom, and it's Mother's Day very soon. And I'm happily sharing the love to everyone else. And I know deep down, like, everyone have something to say to their mothers. And for the mothers to be, just look forward to it. And probably your kid will say that to you sometimes. Bear with me. This is written from my heart. A place of joy. A place of laughter. A place where sorrows you shared. A place where lots of problems you solved. With your tender love and care, you help mold this place. The best potter on earth known to me. Let's travel back in time. She was not one, not two, 3, 4, 5, 6. She was 9 months waiting. 9 months in an unknown territory. 9 months of severe sacrifice. Only to bear an unbearable pain that gave birth to my very first cry. Before I was formed, you gave me nutrients to nourish me. The air you inhaled in you was enough to sustain me. You gave me my very first food. You showered me with the very first love. And the very first woman to love me from the heart. To love me for who I was. To accept me for who I am, even till now. In my toddler's thoughts, I always called her mommy. But now, more of mom. Or mom-see, like we Nigerians say. Yeah, she definitely made some yummy food, and she cooks very well, actually. And she filled up this tummy a lot. Even though I was clumsy in my own very little ways, she had the tendency to handle me bluntly, to humbly accepting rectification, not crumbling to my own selfish desires. Now I could say, the person I am stems from you, just like the stem of a plant. You mean that call that held what was good about me. Even when I was down and low, hoping to be gone, you saw when I was sore. And you made sure you gave me the best nutrients you have. Your smile, your laughter. Now I am a fully grown child on the course of being a man. Huh? But yeah, over time, I saw you transform from a Proverbs 31 of a woman to the Hannah you are, married to a wonderful man, and giving rise to a younger Proverbs 31 again. Now you have 2 kids, 2 young men, not to be just a father figure in the house, but to be a father who can also play the role of a mother, to always be there for your family in a drama which I titled The Married Life. I just want to say thank you for who I am today, and the future me want to say thank you in advance. Thank you very much.
That was beautiful.